Hey Popcorn Junkies, how you doing? We are going to be reacting to the second trailer, I believe, for Anora, the Cannes Palme d'Or winner, described as a romantic comedy drama. This is a big deal because this is directed by Sean Baker. Now, Sean Baker was the director of The Florida Project. He also directed a really nifty indie film called Tangerine. And he also did something called Red Rocket. I thought Red Rocket was ultimately unsuccessful. Review of it is on the channel somewhere. I get what he was going for, and I think it was kind of interesting in that it had at its heart an essentially unlikable or unpalatable male lead or male character who was a porn industry or sex worker, male sex worker. So he touched upon a kind of little touched upon subject. I mean, apart from in things like Magic Mike, which is done in a very sort of unanalytical way or dishonest way, not very authentic way. It was a very troubling film. It was a very difficult film. It was very raw. But there was something about it that I just didn't speak to me in the way that The Florida Project did. And I thought The Florida Project was a sensational movie. He's very good at incorporating amateur actors or non-professional performers into his fictions. Florida Project about the young woman who was, on the project. They're in the sort of flight path or in the shadow of Disneyland. Willem Dafoe is essentially the sort of manager. It was a sensational film, incredibly moving film. The true definition of indie, really. Everything about it ticked all the right boxes, from the cinematography to the music to all of the performances and to the story arc, which was both heartbreaking, frustrating, a coming of age story for kids too. So this is interesting. This has got to be interesting. It's won the Palme d'Or. I think, in fact, it's the only other American film, or the first American film to win the Palme d'Or since The Tree of Life, which was that incredibly arduous film by Terrence Malick. It's going to be hard-hitting. It's going to be scratchy. I think Sean Baker makes very scratchy films. And I'm all for a bit of scratch. I think we need to be made to feel a bit uncomfortable when we're watching a film sometimes. It doesn't sort of detract from the impact of a film. Who's conning who? Who's spinning who along? I'll tell you something else that I got a real distinct sense of from the previous trailer. It felt very like the Safdie brothers' Uncut Gems, a sort of almost speed-induced or cocaine-induced adrenaline, not only to the shooting but to the editing style, to the performances, and resolved in a very sort of cataclysmic fashion. I was getting similar vibes with this, so without further ado, let's check out. This is the second trailer for Anora.
Annie, I got a kid who wants someone who speaks Russian. Let's go.
No, I'm eating my food.
You're killing me. He's a spender. Come on, let's go. Hello, this is the beautiful Annie.
Hi, I'm Annie.
I'm Ivan.
It was really weird. Like, I love him.
No way.
Yes way.
Bruh.
And I'm seeing him again tonight.
Will you marry me?
Seriously?
Seriously.
3 carrots.
What about 4?
You hit the lotto, bitch.
I know.
Bro, didn't I tell you?
Are you happy?
Very happy.
Ivan, your parents are gonna kill you.
I love my husband.
You do not know this guy.
We are consenting adults.
If you think this is gonna be allowed, you're dead wrong.
Do not touch me.
You like
Cinderella. Yes, Cinderella.
We are married. They're gonna have to accept that. Doesn't matter about anything, okay?
Ooh, I tell you what I'm liking in there. I'm liking the sort of parallel lines or narrative lines. She's kind of looking to escape the limits, the hellhole, if you like, the deadness of sex work, stripping, being a performer. He's possibly wanting to escape the deadening existence as an oligarch, the son of an oligarch, tied into some kind of Russian mafiosa. again parked in Vegas with all that kind of fakery and all the kind of, you know, the sort of set dressing, quite literally, of Vegas. Vegas is such an odd place. I've filmed there once, and I've been there twice. It's such a weird place where nighttime is daytime and daytime is nighttime, where you can be looking up at the stars and you're seeing stars, but they're all neon lights. It's really, really odd. Mikey Madison looks sensational. I love the way this is shot. There is that sort of grainy, uncut gemsy kind of, as I say, urgency, not just to the camera moves, the handheldness, the editing and the performances, but also to just the very sort of chemical kind of saturation of the colour and the sense of scenery. He looks great. It's a romance. Is it a Cinderella sort of thing? Is he conning her? Is he the real deal? Is either one of them conning the other? Or are they truly in love? Are they going to be stopped by the mob? Is this like Married to the Mob? Are they going to be married to the mob? Is she going to be able to escape her sex working sort of the bowels of hell of her kind of striptease joint? And is he going to be able to escape the hoodlums who come smashing through his door? It's sexy, but you don't feel it's exploitative. And it's really interesting, isn't it, how Sean Baker really likes to home in on those women and men, those characters who are kind of part of the unheard sort of substrata of American culture. The people that Donald Trump would probably refer to as weirdos and psychos and all that kind of stuff. And I think he's a really interesting filmmaker for presenting us with characters who aren't entirely likable. But hey, that's so much more real. We're all a combination of likable and unlikable traits, aren't we?